Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my live session. Thank you for joining me today. If you're seeing this, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And so, if you're wondering, like, who is this? My name is Joy Lawson. So, here on YouTube, I share content about teaching, easy teaching, and smart teaching. Whether you're a virtual teacher or in-person teacher, whatever it is, I share every tools that will help and transform your classroom. All right. So if you're someone exploring or looking to exploring teaching tools, or maybe you're probably just curious about life in Canada. I am currently based in Canada, so I also share details about all you need to know about life in Canada, studying Canada, and all that stuff. So if this sounds like the kind of content that you're looking for, then hit the subscribe button because you are in the right place. So yeah, you must be wondering why are we here today. So today I will be talking about five most incredible tools that every teacher needs to kickstart their week. I understand this is a new week and it's almost we're running towards the end of the year, and trust me, you want to make sure you get everything right. Now, I'm just going to go through a little backstory. I remember years ago when I started teaching, I remember there are times that I would constantly stress myself up, all because I kept trying every little thing and then nothing seems to be working. Absolutely nothing. Although at some point it feels like, okay, yeah, I'm getting it right. But obviously, trust me, it is not really what it is. So after all of that, I realized that it is important to pick the right tools that works just fine for your classroom. Again, picking the right tool that works just fine for your classroom. And take this from me, take this from someone who has been there, who has been walked up, who has gone through a whole lot, and then now having to find the right tool that works just fine. So trust me, you really want to sit this. So stay with me while I dive into all these details that you need for today. So again, welcome back to my channel. All right. So again, take just 1 minute to hit the like button. Don't hesitate to share this live so it can reach other people who are looking to get this kind of information. If you know any teacher around you, if you know any aspiring teacher, if you know a friend that is aspiring to become a teacher, if you know a friend that is aspiring to become a virtual teacher, then you really want to take a moment to share this link and invite them to come to this live. All right. And so, yes, I'm just going to dive right into all the tools. All right. So, if you are a virtual teacher, just type in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section where you're teaching from. Feel free to also share any tools that can help any teacher because trust me, someone somewhere needs all this tools. Someone somewhere needs all this information. So you want to share them in the comments. Just type in the comments and talk about any tool that has helped you in your classroom. Trust me, you never can tell that you're saving tons of lives. Trust me. Okay, so now we want to talk about before I dive straight into all the details, into sharing all the tools, the first thing I want to talk about is I'm going to briefly talk about my challenges. All right. I remember years ago at the peak of COVID when I started virtual teaching. At the time, I don't even know what online teaching is. Yeah, I've heard it a couple of times, but I have never ever tried it. And so when I found myself in a situation, so yeah, at the time, I'm just going to call that a situation right now. So finding myself in that line where I have no other choice, I need to start online teaching. I remember after a couple of classes, I would constantly, I have a friend that I would constantly pick up the phone and call, and all I would just do is cry and cry and cry on the phone. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering why. This is because, again, like I said, if you don't have some information, if you don't have the right tools that can help you, you're just going to keep moving in circles. Trust me. And that can be very frustrating. And so today I have been able to, you know, take a whole lot of time to research over and over again to find the right tool that works just fine. And so this is me. I'm sure that this little challenge that I actually share with you all, I'm sure there are so many people who are in, who have, found themselves in such situation where they are just like so tired, like what am I not doing right, especially when you've spent your whole time planning your lesson, and then boom, at the end of the class you're just looking at yourself like, wait, what am I doing? What did I do today? What did I achieve? Okay. So if you happen to find yourself in such situation, then trust me, here today I'm gonna be solving it. So just type in the comment and tell me I have been there. Okay. And this is just to tell you that you're not alone. Okay. You're not alone. A whole lot of us have been there. And here I am sharing the tools that has worked just fine for me. All right. So again, it can be very hard to keep students engaged when you're behind the screen, because sitting behind the screen, I admit it can be very hard to keep them engaged. And then there's always the risk of them getting distracted, right? And again, organizing your lesson, your materials, keeping track of time during classes can be very overwhelming. And so we'll be looking for ways to make learning interactive and fun without spending hours preparing. Okay, so if this sounds familiar for you, let me know in the comments what your biggest challenge is as a teacher. Just type in the comment and let me know what your biggest challenge has been as a teacher or as a virtual teacher, whatever it is. So the good news is these challenges can be tackled. Okay, they can be tackled with the right tools. Again, with the right tools. And today I'm going to be showing you those tools that are going to work just fine. And so for tool number one, I'm going to talk about my top best classroom screen. All right. If you're finding my channel for the very first time, you want to actually head on to Classroom Screen to check. Okay. Head on to my channel. I posted a video about Classroom Screen, and you can head onto my channel to check what that is. I have a detailed video explaining how to use it, how you can implement that into your classroom, and how to go about Classroom Screen. And so, if you need more explanation or more details about it, please head onto my channel and check that out. Then watch the video. Okay, so again, Classroom Screen is a very fantastic tool for organizing your lesson, managing your classroom, whether it is virtual or physical. All right. It has so many tools. Again, Classroom Screen is like a teacher's virtual dashboard. Yeah, that's the word. That's the perfect word for it. It's like a teacher's virtual dashboard. Okay, it has so many widgets. It has the timer, traffic lights, the random name picker, even drawing tools in case you have to illustrate and draw. Okay, so imagine you're teaching a math lesson. You can use a timer to set limits for activities. You can use the traffic light to guide your student on when to pause or proceed. which is actually very amazing. And most importantly, there is this amazing um, tool on Classroom Screen, which is actually the Classroom Screen QR code generator. Trust me, it is so beautiful. In a case where you don't have to keep sending, you've uploaded your student assignment and you don't want to keep sending the document to each student. I mean, for a virtual classroom, all you have to do is just generate a QR code and post that so your student can easily scan the code and have access to their assignment, their homework, which is actually very beautiful, right? Remember, the whole point of all this is what? Smart teaching. It is important to teach smartly. Okay. All right. So now moving on, it is actually a very important way, a great way to save time and effort. All right. You don't have to spend your entire time trying to um, send each assignment one after the other, or probably you want them to work on an activity in class. You can actually generate a QR code for the activity and have your students scan them to use it. I mean, to have access to them, which is so beautiful. I love Classroom Screen so much because it makes my lesson run smoothly, most especially when you're teaching kindergarten. Now imagine teaching pre-K and kindergarten in a virtual classroom. Trust me, I mean, early years teachers can attest to how that can be very draining and stressful. And so if you do not have the right tools to manage the classroom, it can be very, very stressful and frustrating for you. And so, Classroom Screen has all the right tools for you. You need to check it out. So, make sure to check it out and remember to bring the good news, okay? You share in the comments and let me know what you think about Classroom Screen. Do you feel it's a tool that you really want to try? Do you feel like it's a tool that you find fascinating? Which is nice. All right, so tool number two is Canva for education. All right. So recently I found out about Canva for education. Now, do you know the good news about Canva for education? Canva for education is absolutely free, absolutely free. And so if you are a teacher and you're still looking for ways to I mean to make your designs or to get your worksheet, please and please just create an account, register for Canva for education. All right. So Canva for education is simply the perfect tool for creating visually appealing materials. Now, such as, worksheets, presentation, or class poster. Now, the most amazing thing is you can find millions and millions and millions of resources created by other teachers on Canva for education. Trust me. You want to teach a topic, you can simply just go there, type in the topic, find whatever resource that works for you, and then that can actually help you to know how to, what to bring into yours to make it unique, which is simply very beautiful. You can find millions of worksheets, millions of presentations, class posters, flashcards, name it. Everything is right there on Canva for education. And so, if you don't know about it right now, simply go there, okay? Just like I said, there are pre-made templates specifically designed for teachers. You can easily just drag and drop element, add your text, and voila, you have a professional looking resource already. Okay, so for example, I sometimes use Canva to create weekly planners like I share with my students and parents. Okay, it keeps everyone informed about what we're working on in class. And this is simply very beautiful. Okay, you can also use Canva to design, a word certificate for your students as a reward for their good performance. Okay, it's simply a small gesture that would make a big, big, big difference in motivating your students, which is so beautiful. And so, if you're yet to try it out, please, please, please check it out. And don't forget again to bring the good news. Remember to come give me the good news on how it went, okay? And so, the third tool that is simply very important, very, very important, is Google Workspace. Now, when I talk about Google Workspace is it has this encompassing of, it has a lot of tools, okay, all in one, such as your Google Doc, your Slide, your Drive. Okay, you need your Google Drive to store and save your document, paperwork, whatever it is, your students assignment and everything. You need your Google Drive to store those documents. You also need your Google Doc to type. All right. Now, in case you want to type your assignment, you have a particular worksheet to type, you want to type your unit planner, you want to type whatever it is that you want to type, this is exactly where Google Doc comes into place. We also have Google Forms. This is still a part of Google Workspace. Google Forms is simply beautiful. You can actually use this to create quizzes and collect feedback from your students. It is super easy to set up, and then it saves you from handling piles of paperwork. All right. Now, again, remember, it's all about smart teaching. All right. And so you can, again, like I said, you use Google Drive to store all your lesson materials in just one place. You can just create a particular workspace where you upload all your drives, all your documents, and store them just there. Okay, so you can access them from anywhere, and it's such a lifesaver when you're working across multiple devices. Now, imagine you have up to 4 devices. There is no need to keep thinking, oh, I left my device somewhere and I'm unable to, access them. No, doesn't work like that. You can easily access them even across multiple devices. Quick is amazing. Again, I'll go through them again. Google Workspace, and that includes tools like Google Doc, your slide, your slide for presentation, you have Google Drive, you also have Google Forms for quizzes. So please check it out again and remember to bring the good news. All right. Yeah, your feedback is very important because you never can tell who that will help. Okay. And we don't gatekeep here, okay? It's all about sharing and helping other educators that are out there. Again, we want to talk about another tool. So, tool number 4 that I'm going to talk about is Toy Theater. Oh my goodness, this is my most favorite of all. So, most importantly for elementary learners, oh my God, if you teach math, art, and the likes, then you really want to check out toytheater.com. It has so many interactive games, okay? So this it is a very amazing website. It has so many interactive educational games and activities for kids. So it offers tools like virtual manipulatives, pauses, math games, and so much more. So now take for instance, if you're teaching fractions, you can use the fraction bar for a hands-on demonstration. If you want to teach timing, you have the virtual manipulative time, the clock, you have the digital aspect, you have the analog. I mean, everything is all there that you can use to teach, which makes it very easy, even without you stressing it enough. Remember, it's all about seeing. They can see. Now, it keeps your students engaged and recharged while still learning. My students love the creativity it brings to the classroom. When I teach imagine teaching addition, subtraction to, I mean, kindergarten, right? Kindergarten student, the learners you're teaching You're teaching addition, you're teaching subtraction. I mean, it is so beautiful. It has all the games. All I have to do is after the lesson, we practice with the games, and it keeps them very engaged. They are so, so happy. They love the ambience, the way the games and the activities are designed. It keeps them alive. You see them all alive throughout the entire time. And the next thing you want to hear is, Miss Joy, can we play the game again? All right. So it keeps them engaged, not just the fact that they are engaged, not just being engaged, not just the fact that it is interactive. It helps them to even understand the concepts that you're trying to pass across even much more better. And it also helps with reinforcement, which is so beautiful. And so the final one on my list is the handwriting repeater. The handwriting repeater. You can go on Google, just type in handwriting repeater, which is so, so beautiful. Okay. This tool is simply, take for instance, you're teaching handwriting. We all know that writing is a very important skill. So when you are teaching handwriting, you want to train your kindergarten or pre-K learners to write. You want to teach the kids on how to write properly, the proper writing method. You can use your handwriting repeater to show that. And not just that, it has the option of you looping it such that it keeps rewriting and rewriting it. It's so beautiful, okay? The repeater allows you to demonstrate the letter formation in real time, like real time, okay? And the student can actually follow along as you're writing it, even without you having to rewrite and rewrite again. All you need to do is just click on the loop option there, and it keeps going back and forth. It keeps repeating and repeating it again. So, such that it helps your student to master whatever it is that you're trying to show them, whatever it is that you're trying to demonstrate on the screen. It is absolutely beautiful. You can actually customize the letters, you can adjust the speed, you can make practice sessions so fun. Okay? So use this tool to create a daily handwriting warm up. All right. It is great for building consistency and improving penmanship. This is so very good. So, would you love to try all of these tools? Just comment down below and let me know if you got value for this live session today. If you have a question, please let me know in the comments. Let me know the questions that you have. So I'm going to try my very best to respond to all the questions. If you also need the link, I will make sure to link all these tools down below so you can easily access them in the description box. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for joining this live. If you do get value, please remember to send me a feedback, give this live a thumb up, and remember to share to other educators out there who are looking to try out all of these tools. Thank you so much for joining. I am so glad to see you here. So before I get to leave, I will quickly go through all the 5 tools again so you can take note of them. The first one that I mentioned is we have the Classroom Screen, which is classroomscreen.com. And the second tool is Canva for education. The third one is Google Workspace. Google Workspace, which encompasses the Google Doc slide. We have the Drive. We have the Google Forms. All right. And number 4 is Toy Theater, which you can find at toytheater.com. And the final one is the handwriting repeater. Again, I'm going to make sure to link them below in the description. Okay, so feel free to ask a question. So if you have any question, do you have any question about the tools I just mentioned? Maybe you have your own favorite tool. Again, if you have any favorite tool, please do well to share in the comments, because these will be of great help to any educator out there. Okay. So while I wait for your questions, let me know which of the tools you're most excited to try this week. So for me, again, like I said, Toy Theater is always the game changer that keeps my students engaged. So for sure, I'll definitely use Toy Theater, Classroom Screen, my all-time favorite. So tell me which one you find the most fascinating and which one do you feel would work just fine for you in your classroom. Remember to comment that below. I'll do well to respond. And again, thank you for joining me today. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips and tools to make your teaching journey stress-free and impactful. I'll see you in my next video on live session. Until then, take care and happy teaching. Bye.